Hi everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. And in today's video, we need to talk about the arena, what is happening in the arena, what Plarium will hopefully do, and a couple of things that you can do in the short term to try to make stuff a bit easier for yourself. Though I'll be upfront and honest here. We can try to make it better, but it's still pretty nasty and requires quite a mindset change, which I actually think is kind of harmful for the game. So yeah, let's dive in. The first thing, what kind of inspired this post and a lot of the discussion around this was this awesome analysis by HG Senti. I think Senti also works with Kizzle, a lot of his videos as well. They make some really good analysis videos of the game. But we'll dive into this. This is a really crucial graph that shows you directly and exactly what is happening. These are the Platinum Arena ranking points at reset. Senti is in MAD, one of the top clans of the game. He has been tracking the points that people had at reset. And you can see that it's just a steady, pretty much steady downwards trend, a massive step down here when Gold 5 was introduced. And it's been actually fairly stable since then, but it's been in a fairly steady downwards downwards trend for a long time. He goes into a couple of theories in his article, such as, you know, it's when new players join that they create arena points. Weekly resetting back to the start of your arena tier loses points in active account, stuff like that. But I actually think there's more to it than he talks about there. There's actually quite a bit more to it. So the first thing that comes into it is that this is really interesting. Okay, check. And this is actually our tip number one. So I was thinking about how to phrase this. This is tip number one. And look at this. This is so interesting in what they've done. Look at the points. These are the points that you win. If we win this fight, we get 4 points for winning this fight. That's pretty bad. 4 rank points for winning this fight is pretty bad. But look at this. All the way down the bottom of the page, we can win 12, 15, perhaps even 16 ranking points at the bottom. Now, if you watched my 3v3 arena video, I talked about how you would be using this to your advantage in 3v3. This is a new thing that they've implemented in Classic Arena. It's just becoming more and more a thing recently. But yeah, effectively there are 20 points in the pool. So at this, okay, let's look at this. This plus 4. If I win this fight, I win plus 4 points. If I lose the fight, if there's 20 points in the pool, I'm going to lose 16. So let's jump in, end battle, jump out, minus 16 points. So I get 4 if I won, and I lose 16 if I lose. Now it's gone up to 5. So I'd earn 5 if I won. I'd lose 15 if I lose. And this is basically how the pages are structured now. You can see it actually goes in a linear line from low points all the way up to higher points. That's what's going on. And vice versa. I actually don't know if I can beat this team, but if I beat this team, I would win 16 points. If I lose, I would lose 4 points. So actually, here's something you can do. If you have a 50-50 chance to beat this team, you're actually you're super well off taking that fight. In fact, if you lose to this team 4 times in a row before you beat them, it's actually worth it. If it takes you 5 attempts, you lose 4 times, and then you win the 5th time, it would actually be worth it. Let me put in like a sort of tanky team. We'll see if we can sustain through. I have no idea. No idea if we win or not. But hey, if we lose this, it's worth the try, right? It's worth a shot, because worst case scenario, what happens? Let's kill the reviver. Worst case scenario, we lose 4 points. Like, who cares about 4 points? That's nothing. Whereas if we win a lot. Now, I don't know if Helior is actually smart enough to do the right move, so we might have to take control of him here. Helior, give us control. Helior's AI is really bad. It's one of the things I don't like about him. Okay, there we go. He's done it. And let's just try and make sure we kill the Arbiter. We might actually win this one. This is looking okay-ish. Of course, Rotos can always pop off, start getting a bunch of extra turns. But this is the point. This is the point, is that what you want to start doing is actually looking to the bottom of your page, which is number one. This is very frustrating because it's at the goddamn bottom of the page. That's just a hassle, right? That's just a hassle. Ain't nobody got time to be scrolling to the bottom of the page. That is frustrating stuff, right? So hopefully that is something that they might change, right? That's something that they could potentially change, because that's really dumb. But that's the thing you want to do. And actually taking the fights at the top of the page, they should be easy fights for you. But if you lose them, you're going to start dropping points really, really fast. So yeah, if you're trying to climb the arena, check that out. You can see right there, I actually clicked through it too fast. I believe we got the, whatever, 15 or 16 points. So there we go. We got our points and we're good. If I click refresh, you'll see the exact same thing. Like, look at this. 2 points for a win. 2 points for a win. 18 points lost if you lose. That's pretty bad. We go down to the bottom. 17 points if I win. -3 if I lose. Right? So this is what you want to do. Go to the bottom of your page. Try to take some of the harder fights. Now, this is going to be a really hard fight. That's a platinum avatar, right? This guy is probably going to absolutely destroy me. So it's a big risk. But this is what you got to do now, is take more of these risks. And this is a big problem as well. Not only from the whole scrolling the page thing, but some of you guys might know, I actually started out covering Heroes of the Storm on YouTube, which is a MOBA. It's like League of Legends, right? 5-on-5, team-based, competitive game. And one of the really big problems, one of the things in MOBAs that just breeds toxicity and people being in awful moods and being just absolute assholes to each other, basically, is people want to win. People like winning. And honestly, most people don't really care how they win. I mean, I think that's very true with Raid, which is a pay-to-win game at the end of the day. We want to win and we don't really mind how. Winning feels kind of just as good no matter what. And that's the problem, because when you have a properly match-made game, right, when you're up against players of equal skill and equal gear and equal everything, what happens? It's a 50-50. You'll win about 50% of your games. You'll lose about 50% of your games. That's what happens in MOBAs, and it breeds a huge amount of toxicity, even more compounded by the fact it's a team game, so there's other people to blame. So it's worse than that. But this is going to be an issue for Raid as well, is that people want to come into Arena, and what they want to happen is to pick and choose their fights, but to win 90% plus of fights. That's what they want to happen. And yeah, you'll lose some in defense, but that doesn't feel so bad because you don't actually see it happening. But you want to be coming in and winning. That's what people want to do. So this harder version of the game, where Arena is now incentivizing you to pick the hardest fights, and you might lose lots of them, is going to really put people off, even if it works out similarly in terms of maybe amount of time spent and points gained. Even if it works out to be the same, which I don't think it is, I think it's worse in that sense, it's still going to feel bad because you got to go in and potentially lose a bunch of fights, then win one of them and come out ahead. But a bad win rate doesn't feel good. So yeah, I think it's really important for them to change this. But basically, you can see this sort of stuff is compounding on itself, right? Because people are taking the easy fights. They're taking stuff to win. What is happening is they're gaining almost no points for winning. They're losing a lot of points whenever they lose. And it's just making it very hard for anyone to climb up in through the arena. And that's just stuff that is becoming worse, right? Because the strong accounts, which are reset down to the start of their tier at the start of each week, are now not climbing up so much, which means there's now harder fights and people are avoiding the harder fights, and it's just sort of compounding on itself, and it becomes very difficult. Another sort of solution they could do as well is bot accounts. Bot accounts is something they say they don't do, but they definitely do. Basically, I think the most reasonable explanation is they just take a lower player power account, a lower level account. They clone their arena team, and then they put these cloned arena teams in just some random pages. So you'll randomly get a page of like you could, when this is happening, you'll randomly click refresh and you'll get a page. Even in like Gold 4, it will go from like all these legendaries and high power teams and, you know, platinum players, people have beaten Doom Tower hard like me and all of that. It will switch that into just like a bunch of epics and rares and level 50 players, and you're going, huh, what's going on? And you just go boom, 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 knock through 10 quick, free, easy wins. And that's great fun because, again, winning is fun. You go, yes, look at me. I'm amazing. I just got all of my stuff done. I spent my coins. I got all my gold bars. Awesome. Fantastic. I'm climbing the arena, perhaps getting towards that arbiter, just getting towards more great haul stuff. Brilliant. So that's nice. I actually think, and they go through periods of this, guys. They go through periods where they have lots of these. They're very common, and then it sort of slowly phases out. They're less and less frequent, and then they're gone. And then they're gone for months, and the arena is really hard, and then they'll eventually reintroduce them, and the arena becomes easier again. And it goes through these real phases. It's like a sort of a life cycle of the game almost, a seasonal side of the game. So yeah, I kind of hope they bring that back. It'd be nice if they had a more advanced form of these bots, advanced cloning, where it would clone stuff that's like, 10% below your level or 20% below it. So they're pretty easy wins, but it's not so noticeable. So it keeps some feeling for the competitive side of things. And yeah, I don't know. My tinfoil hat is on here a little bit as well, guys. My tinfoil hat is on a little bit as well, wondering if this is perhaps going to be a way to prepare us for live PvP. They've said that they want 2022 to be the year of PvP. Now, obviously, their plans were pushed back significantly by the war in Ukraine. And obviously, we're still not even halfway through 2022. But live PvP is likely to be a part of that. And again, for good competitive live PvP, your win rate is likely to be significantly lower. And you can prepare yourself in advance for all the saltiness and frustration and rage that's going to come from people going in and not being able to win all the time. So yeah, I wonder if this is part of that, part of setting us up really hard arena to prepare us for live PvP, which might, again, be properly competitive if it works correctly. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, there you go, guys. Obviously, I've been doing... I have been doing some arena guides on my channel, and that can help you out a bit. I've got 2 videos up. One is building a double speed team, double speed booster. Another was like an overall introduction to Go Second teams. Not comprehensive, but covering all sort of the most of the core tenets of it. So you can check those out, and they will help you build your teams. But it's only going to help you so much. I think you take those videos, and the more I'm working on right now, I'm working on more. You combine them with, trying to pick your fights intelligently, looking at the points and judging stuff like that. And you can do better, but it's still going to be really damn hard until I think they mitigate this a little bit, add in some more free win stuff so that people can start climbing, spacing out. You get some free wins and can actually make progress. I think that would definitely help. One other thing I would love to see, let me just throw this in as well, is it would be really cool if they added stuff like gold medals to just like the classic arena tournaments. Like, do we have one? I think we've won we've one on right now. It'd be really fun if they put like an extra tier in here and we're just like, 50 gold medals when you get up here. So, for an older account, I guess is not that valuable if you don't need your gold medals anymore for unlocking Great Hall. But that's like the mega whales have been playing for years and years. For most players, that'd be super useful, especially if you're not in gold arena. Getting a chunk of gold medals can help you progress, help you on some of those missions, the Great Hall missions certainly, and help you pushing into some other stuff. I think that would be nice. And certainly as well, we should also mention, which they've never fixed, but the arena missions are far too hard for where they come in these missions. So they should certainly be pushing the arena missions further along towards Romantu, I think would be fair. Like I can't remember for Arbiter if you need gold 1 or gold 4. But if it's gold 4, that's certainly, I think, far too hard for getting Arbiter. Arbiter should be, you get her from getting to gold 1, like dip your toe into gold 1. Cool, you can get Arbiter, you can build her up and then help you get and stay in gold. I think that's quite fair. Gold 4 should be more like up here, that sort of thing. And then like gold and tag arena up here, that sort of thing where it gets really difficult as well. But yeah, some of that balancing I think would be nice as well. But guys, there you go. Also, I wanted to point this out, guys. I had some fun with this. I was trying to do this for April Fool's Day, but it takes a while to approve it. But check this out. You can become a member of the channel, support the channel. We have a new membership tier. It's the Jade Serpent Nub Club. That's right. For the price of Jade Serpent Arbiter, you can get a skin. It's the exact same as being a regular Nub Club member, but it costs way more. It's a skin for it. It's pretty cool, pretty exciting. I will give you a shout out and stuff. But there you go. And my goodness, what a bargain. You can be a member for only $4.99. That's quite a bargain when you consider the Jade Serpent Nub Club right there. So it's something you might want to consider if you like the content. But yeah, I'm going to go, guys. I'm actually going to be working on another arena team guide, a really fun arena team. So I'm going to go record that next. That should be out tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know any sort of ideas, any insights that you have. Any tips would also be really useful to help people in this rock hard arena season that we've got on right now. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.